We're day drinking. We're day drinking. We're day drinking. Day drinking.
Welcome to Day Drinking.
It's tricky to rock around day drinking.
This is like a spin-off sister episode thing of our normal format where we can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. There's no topics, there's no format. It's just let's hang out and have a good time. But the one thing we do keep similar is how we start every episode. So first, Richard Madison, what are you drinking?
I got my Long Island tonight. I don't even want to be creative. I just want
Mm-hmm.
I want a Long Island. I want to feel the punch, as it were.
Yes.
Travis, what are you drinking?
Speaking
Also, have you always had bottles on your? I'm going to say Captain Morgan because I can't see the rest of the logo behind you. Nope, other way. Yeah. Okay. So it's
Yeah,
definitely Captain
there's
Morgan
always
now that I see it. Crown Royal. is what
Crown
it is.
Royal. There have always been bottles on that.
There's always been lights.
Yes. I don't always remember to turn them on.
Okay.
I think like
Always bottles, lights, maybe 50-50.
7, I'd say 7 out of 10.
All right. Yeah. I'm cool.
Yeah,
With that.
give or take. There's always the blue light. I think I'm pretty good at turning on.
Yes. The blue light. Yes.
Yes. One of them is not working. And then I always forget to turn on this other light because I'm like, I don't want to turn all these lights. Let's work.
No, I get it. I get it.
I'm drinking Kirkland's Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. It's very much like the Port Charlotte that I really like. Bottle is just a bottle, but it was like Port Charlotte. If this is Port Charlotte, which I don't think it is, but it's similar to it. Port Charlotte was like $90. This was $35.
Not a bad price.
And so for basically Port Charlotte for less than half the cost, I was like, sign me up. I was willing to take the chance.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
I almost bought like 3 bottles, but I was like, I don't know exactly because if it's not Port Charlotte, I want to make sure it tastes good. And it does taste good. It's close to that. It's very smoky. It's very peaty. It's very good.
Ooh, peaty.
Peaty. Yeah.
I like it.
Peaty. Not from Remember the Titans. Anyway, while I was at Costco, I do want to mention this. I did see I was perusing the liqueurs at Costco, and they had a box. Not the box, not the Scotch box,
Ooh.
but they had a cocktail sampling box. Like they had like 12 pre-made cocktails. I was like, this could be it. This could be good. What's in it? And it was all stuff I've already had. And I was like, this is like a beginner sampler. I don't like that. I don't need that. And I'm not saying I'm too good for it. If someone gave it to me as a present, I would be happy about it and I would consume it, but I don't need to spend $65 or whatever. I don't remember how much it was on sampling 12 different like 1 ounce, 2 ounce versions of a drink that I've already had before. So I was like, this is not what I want. But I'm looking for another box to do box night.
I'm a fan.
The search continues. Rick, what are we talking about tonight?
What are we talking about tonight?
One thing I want to talk about,
Yes.
the new pitch challenge. Pitch challenge, I don't know what it's called, ABS something.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
like
what it
pitch.
is.
I like pitch challenge.
Pitch challenge.
We all know what you're talking
Strikes
about.
and balls and strikes. I have only seen one pitcher's challenge be successful, which is crazy. Like they called it a ball. He's like, no, taps the head, like that's a strike. And he
I didn't realize pitchers could
Pitchers
do it.
can do it too.
I thought only batters could do it.
Batters do it more often because what I've apparently learned, and I didn't know how bad it was. Some of the umps are not good.
No. CB Buckner.
Yeah. There were
Yeah, I saw it. Like there's the clip. I don't know what tweet it was. It was talking about how bad.
like 6 to 7 times almost in the same batter. In the same
I've been enjoying the clips, man. I've been enjoying the clips.
And I don't think they take that much time because the technology is that good. They like shortened the game enough, which was good, where they felt like they could add this in that might take a little extra time.
Mm-hmm.
but the and I gotta assume the accuracy is there. I don't personally know,
Sure.
but some of the way the catchers can frame a pitch afterwards can fool an
Mm-hmm.
umpire. So having this kind of extra layer of accountability, I'm all for.
One thing I did notice, the majority of when I say notice, a tweet I saw on Twitter
Mm,
when I say I noticed, was it laid out like all the pitches that were challenged, like on a
mhm.
graphic kind of thing, and it was talking about like the distance from the strike zone they were, and the
Mhm.
majority of them were all like an inch or closer, and so basically like things that like you have no way of knowing from the naked eye,
Right.
like obviously at the fun bad umps, like there's obviously a couple of egregious ones out there, but
Correct.
overall the majority of them were like, yeah, like good luck.
That's so close.
Yeah,
Like
like an inch going 100
millimeters.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know, fuck. Like, but I appreciate, I like it that it's quick. I wish you would get more than it, and I'm not super familiar, but I think the rule is like you get two, but if you
Mhm.
get it right, you don't lose it.
Right.
Like,
It's
so you
something
can
like
lose
that.
twice. Like you have infinite if you keep getting it right, but if you get it wrong,
That's my understanding.
that's my understanding. And whether that is it or not or whatever, I feel like more than two. I think more than two
Mhm.
is appropriate, but also I'm not that big of a baseball fan to like lose sleep over it. But I do appreciate the drama of potentially like umps getting pissed.
Mhm. Oh yeah. There's definitely umps that are getting shamed for getting calls. I don't want to say egregiously wrong, but multiple calls
Multiple wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's okay if you get 97% accuracy, you're fine. You miss like
Right.
3 calls a game or 5 calls a game, sure.
Right.
I'm sure they're off by like an inch or whatever. And that could be depending on which shoulder you're looking over the catcher.
Absolutely.
Like it could be
Absolutely.
little
Left-handed, right-handed. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So like yeah, you get 5 or 7 wrong a game out of 180 pitches, you're
I'm not,
doing
yeah,
pretty
I'm not
dang
getting
good.
that
Right.
that accurate. Like,
Um, but it does help. It does hold the egregious calls accountable, and
no,
it
absolutely.
holds the game the big game situations accountable, which is
No, of
where
course.
I'm good with it. Where I don't necessarily like it, and this is me nitpicking because I think overall I'm for it, is and I think this is a lost art nowadays, but back in the 90s, it was like the pitchers would purposefully start like inching
Hmm.
outside to
Hmm.
then when they would throw it back inside a little bit,
It would be,
it probably was still a ball, but to
but
the ump,
yeah, was used to looking or, yeah,
right.
yeah,
And so it was like training the ump to like to help extend what the strike zone was.
right.
And that was part of the game.
No, yeah, I do like that.
That was a game within the game and all the other fun stuff. So it's like that part's gone now completely.
Absolutely.
And it's been on its way out with just people just
Well,
oh,
it's not completely. I mean, I overall agree with your point. Yes, it's phasing out.
yes,
But if you only get two, like you can only,
right.
and I mean, I guess that's the question I have. Travis, if you are a major league manager, do you have a rule where you're like no challenges unless the bases are loaded before the fifth inning? Because like if your superstar gets up there and he's just like, no way, like I'm not getting, and he uses them like in the first inning and gets them wrong, you're then it doesn't matter the big moment. Like you can't challenge it, is my understanding.
I
So
that's a good point because I would have to that would be a new game and a new strategy and a new way to
right,
coach players into knowing when it's
right.
appropriate to use
Like
it.
you
Like
can't just challenge because you're pissed or annoyed that you got
right.
struck out. Like, you better
You better
know.
be right.
Right.
You better be right. Or it's a big game moment.
Right. And especially if you're like the ninth batter and you get it wrong, and then like your actual superstar like needs it later, and he's like, this dude who doesn't ever get a hit anyways, why is he even allowed to
Right.
challenge? Like, and
Right.
I need it.
If it's bottom of the first, 2 outs, you're hitting in the 9 hole.
Yeah. Don't you touch your helmet
There's
to
no
even
one
adjust it.
on.
Yeah.
You have 2 strikes, and the guy rings you up unless it's egregious.
Right. And honestly, even then, I'd be like, you don't get to, like, you just take your strikeout and go sit down. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, unless it was like unless my dead grandmother would know it was the
Mhm.
wrong call. You're not allowed to touch your.
Here's another question for you on top of that. Do you start training batters? Like, do you put up two sticks in front of the plate on either side to like better actually know where the defined strike zone is? Because everyone's is slightly different depending on your size, but like the width
Right,
of the strike zone is always the same. The
right,
height changes, but the width is
sure.
the same. So like you could put two like training sticks up at the very front of the plate and
Mm,
just let them just stand there and just watch ball, 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 ball until they kind of get a better sense of
mm,
like
I like where your head's at.
that's a new practice. Like, hey, take 5 minutes, go watch some balls and strikes.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah. That way you know
Mm, mm,
you're actually training them versus just get up there and swing.
mm, mm.
You might be able to swing too, why not? But
Oh
like
yeah, but I mean, I yeah,
and see how many they get right. Start testing
yeah,
quizzing the
right. Like
batters on
maybe there's a test in system, like we do it at practice.
yes,
And if you don't get it right, 90% of the time, you're not allowed to do
you're
it in
not
the
allowed to
game or
challenge. Yeah,
something.
no,
Yeah.
no. Uh,
Unless we give you the thumbs up, like it's
right.
a big moment,
Do it.
challenge it. Yeah.
Go. Yeah. I also like that they can't. I know someone argued about how long, but like you have to challenge immediately. It's got to be like you can't wait as like
Oh
you're
yeah,
walking.
I like that.
Yeah,
Like
you got to do
if
it. It's
like
got to
if
be
it's because if it's in
without
question to me, like what you said, egregious, egregious. Wow, egregious. Like just much like that
Regis
word was.
Philbin
Yeah.
from
Like if you have to
Who
think
Wants to
about
Be
it, or if you
a
have to look to the
Millionaire.
dugout to go for it, like no. Like if you're not like ain't no way, then
Right.
it's probably close enough to not matter. You know what I mean? Like
Right. I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what other weird stuff comes out of it because someone's gonna find a loophole to exploit,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
I'm excited for
I'm
that.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And just in general, before we move on, I'm very excited that baseball's back and that the Braves have not started 0-7 or 0-9
Uh,
or 0-11.
I'm a big fan of that. I feel like you should be able to celebrate winning a challenge in that. Like the ump should be able to talk shit back, and the batter should be able to talk shit to the ump. Where it's like, if it comes back and the ump was right, he should be able to be like, "Suck it,
Can I give you
told
what?
you." Or
Can I give you one better?
yeah, absolutely.
I think
Battle.
the umps should rotate if the home plate ump
Ooh,
gets two wrong. Go switch it up.
I'm here for that.
Switch it up.
I'm
You lose. You've
here.
lost privileges.
That is the level of shenanigans. Yeah.
Yes.
I want.
Yes.
Yes.
The organ player at the Brave Stadium,
Yes.
the shame would be brought upon said umpire.
I'm gonna go three. I think it
That's
needs to be
fair.
three because
Three strikes.
yeah,
That
yeah,
fits with the theme. I'm here
that
for
gets
it.
you around the bases. Like, yes, I want that.
Yeah.
Now, in general, the same batter, the same inning, or just throughout the game.
I don't know. It would have to be like
Yeah, well, no, let's think about it
here.
because I don't
This
obviously
would
not
be
same batter.
this would be hard to implement, but if you were to able and they can do it, but if it's like instead of three strikes, it's as soon as the total number of challenges gets above an inch away.
Ooh,
So like
so not a number, but
if you're missing by a
the
tenth
error
of an
average,
inch,
if you will.
if you're missing by a tenth of an inch every single time, you get 10. And
I
then you got to rotate.
I like
If you
that.
miss by an
But if you're
inch
like a
the first
foot
time,
off,
go. Actually, if you're a foot off, you just leave. You don't
yes,
rotate.
you're not
You just,
allowed
yeah,
back in. You were
right.
gone.
And an inch is probably not. I said an inch, but it's probably
I
two.
get
I'll
what
say
I get
two
what
and a
we're
half
going for.
inches. If
Yeah.
the total gets above 2.5 inches, you got to rotate out the home plate ump.
Yeah, I guess that would be my question would be like to the batter or the players, what is considered egregious? Like at what
Some of the ones I saw, 2+ inches was egregious, like a
no,
full baseball width outside.
sure, but I mean like I'm talking about bringing it in. So
Mhm.
like at are you saying if he misses by and not being a Major League Baseball player, like I assume their eyes are fantastic about where the ball's going. So like,
Brian
we're,
McCann's word was, or was it Brian McCann that got eye surgery?
I sure
One
let's
of those
say I know who
pitchers
you're talking
did.
about, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it was
But to
McCann.
that point, it's like if you're that trained, maybe a half inch is egregious. Like I don't know what.
Well, based on the pitch tracking short that I saw, and the guy was tracking that one player, it was like most of the ones that were being challenged were like point, it was like 2 millimeters. It was like insanely close. It should have, like, it could have counted as a strike if the wind was a half a mile the other, whatever it was. So it's like, okay, those I'm not willing to shame the ump on. But if you did that 20 times, I'm willing to
Sure,
shame you, you know?
sure.
Whereas I think it was like 2.5 inches. There's one, it was like a diagonal, if I'm remembering the video right. If the ball not only missed outside and down,
Mm.
and they had to show the diagonal to the corner, and that was like 2 inches off, what are you doing? Like, that's clearly not anywhere close to the strike zone for a professional. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
What are we doing?
I'm curious. I'm so curious. Like this is the conversation I want to have. Like you know what? You know what? I wish instead of when ESPN did that, or maybe it was ESPN. I think it was ESPN. Whenever they did like the conversation with the player in the field, like for that inning. Like, do you remember
They've
that?
done that several times, but
Yeah,
yes.
but like I know it's like a routine thing kind of thing now,
Yeah.
but I assume they're still doing it. But like I want that switched. I don't necessarily want the conversation. I want the mic between the ump
You want the
and
hot mic.
I want the hot mic where the batter
Yes.
is like "fuck you, man," or
Yeah. Yep.
whatever it is.
Yep. Because nowadays, and that's the other game that's gone within the game, is the sweet talking the ump to give you the
Yeah,
pitches,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Hey, hey,
Making
hey, big cat.
now you don't have any reason to be friends with the ump because you're like, I got AI on my side. What do you got? Some 10 years experience and some decent eyesight and maybe some bad knees. I assume every ump ever,
Yeah, right. Exactly.
because they don't have to run.
No,
Those umps don't got to do shit.
no, not nothing.
Nothing. Like the NFL refs, they got to move.
Oh my god.
They got to move.
Can you imagine?
The only I will say, the one thing I'll give baseball umps credit for, especially home plate umpires, middle of June, July, August, and
Oh, a
all
lot of
that gear, it's hot.
they're just standing there, just taking it.
And it's black, dark navy, whatever it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
full chest plate. Yeah, no, I don't want any part of that. Um, so in favor of pitch tracking. What else we got?
I don't know.
How whelmed are we?
Yeah, I was about to go there too.
Let's do it. How whelmed are we with the new
Um,
Falcons jerseys?
I'm I don't want to say I'm underwhelmed or overwhelmed.
You're whelmed.
I am whelmed.
Yes.
Like I think the only reason I even because normally I don't care about
Yeah.
football
No,
jerseys.
ultimately, no.
I have never cared. Like to me, the soccer jerseys are fun
Right.
because it's an expected routine change.
Mhm.
Like to me, it's a part of it. And I get it that like the football jerseys, you can say it's a part of it, but it's not like that routine.
It's like every 5 to 7
yeah, yeah, yeah.
years
There's
or
enough
something.
where like you get used to it, and then it's like, oh, that's just the jersey, and then like the jersey reveal. There's not like a jersey reveal expectation normally.
Correct.
Like, yeah, you can say like the blackout jerseys, or if you're like Oregon, you
That's
have some
different.
weird stuff going.
Yeah.
Right, not the same.
Exceptions.
Right. So to me, I didn't even have a strong opinion on the ones that everybody hated the last time.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, I generally don't care what
Mhm.
shirt you wear. Like, go win a football game.
Right.
But my immediate first thought was, it's literally the Arizona Cardinal jersey.
Yep.
And after look inspection, like obviously there's some mild differences, but overall, I'm like, it's the Cardinals. Like we
Right.
just copy. So I'm whelmed.
Right.
I'm not
Right,
paying
right.
$150 for
No.
a jersey.
No, definitely not. Yeah, whelmed. And this is, I'm not arguing on behalf of them. I'm telling you what I heard, so don't put me in the corner with them. But like the designers, the theme was like blank slate, and that's what they gave us. It's basically like nothing.
It is that.
It
If,
is
if
it
that
is
is the theme, nailed it.
that was one of the thoughts was like, hey, let's wipe the slate clean. Let's start over. There's a new era. It's like very simple, very just back to basic, whatever
Yeah,
bullshit
but
marketing thing they wanted to try to sell us on. I was like, this did not take you 2 years to do.
I was about to
This
say,
is
but also that doesn't
insane.
apply. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like they
Whatever.
started this 2 years ago before the new regime.
Right, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah,
Like that there's no like you don't know that. So like,
right. They cobbled that together because they got some bad feedback and like, well, it's already here, so we'll just do it on the fly. And like, blank slate. I do like that there is like the main jersey is red again.
yes, I like that. I think
Unless we had gone back to red helmets.
I would
I
love
miss the red helmets. I and I know this is an unpopular opinion. I like our current logo more than the old logo. I don't like the old logo that much, but like if you would have updated the black jersey to be your home jersey to be something a little more modern, put slap the new logo on it or the current logo, made it the red helmet with the black stripe and like the gold accents on the side, and then done white pants or gray pants or whatever. That's enough different from basically everyone else in the league. And then you have a white alternate. And then you have because I do recognize that the Falcons are very similar to my Georgia Bulldogs. So what I wouldn't want is another Georgia Bulldog
sure. I get that.
uniform. So that means you wouldn't want the Bulldogs. Their home is red and their away is white. So you would need basically a black jersey and the red helmet, or for like away games or your alternate is a red jersey and a black helmet. And then
Sure.
now you're fine. Like
Yeah.
problem solved. You might look like the Arizona Cardinals have the white helmet, which is the big differentiator, but like we're actually really close to the Houston Texans and we're really close to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like they're
Mhm.
all teams that have predominantly red stuff now. And so it's like, yeah, not worth buying, not worth paying $150 for.
Right.
I don't care enough, so long as they win.
Right.
It's very red.
Very.
It is very red. I wish they would have put like a little black in it to mute it a little bit. That's my own. If they had like I'd said in our chat like the black collar or something,
Mm.
or some sort of black striping on the shoulders, or just something
Mhm.
to break up. It reminds me of a muted version of our Color Rush uniforms, which I hated.
Yep.
Hated. Granted, those also had the red pants. Um, so. Do you remember the bad part of why they, or I don't know if this is the real reason why they stopped doing Color Rush, but did you hear one of the reasons why?
No.
When the Atlanta Falcons, who were all red, played the New York Jets, who were all green,
Oh. Colorblind.
a very large population of the country, which is like I think it's like 10% or
Yeah.
something, have like blue green colorblind. Someone look that up. Hey Google. What percent of the US population is red green colorblind? 8% of men. And that would be 8% of people watching, football.
Right. The NFL. Right.
That's a pretty big 325 million divided by 2.
That's a lot of math in public for tonight.
We'll say 160 men, 160 million men. So that's like 16 million men, people ish in the US who are red green colorblind. I mean,
Mhm.
Ben is, I know that. Um, so yeah, I'm glad they went away from the color rush because that was bad.
Tired of weak snacks? Step up to Angry Toothpick Jerky. Too delicious and just a little dangerous. With flavors like original, Classic flavor, basically jerky royalty. Teriyaki, smoother than your cousin's mixtape. And try our new Chili de Arbol. Sweet, spicy, and definitely plotting something. Find us on Etsy and get 10% off with code BANTER at checkout. Angry Toothpick Jerky. Own your hangry.
What else? What else we got? How's
It's
post grad life?
pretty great, dog. It's pretty great. Big
No
fan.
assignments.
Yeah, big fan of not having to come home and do assignments.
What's your what is your hobby side project now? Now that you have just work
Yeah,
instead of work in school?
doing the golf more. I
Okay.
played a lot of golf recently, like more,
Nice.
even to the point where like I'm surprised. Because
Mhm.
obviously you and I went
Mhm.
when I went before with I don't remember who. Then
Eric and David. That's when we went last time.
no, I'm sorry. I knew that's who went with you. I meant the time before that with Eric and like I went a week, not with you. It was separate.
Oh, God.
It was
Before
you.
I went with you.
Yeah,
Not, Not before when I went with you.
No, right.
Got it. Let me let this jerk in.
And then I went the weekend after you and I played with my uncle and cousins. So I was like, I played a lot of golf and I'm here for it. So
Daniel J. Wasby and Brittany.
Hi guys.
hello.
Rick, you were playing golf?
I was
Where at?
the golf course.
Your mom's house.
Brittany just told me how bad my shoes smell,
They do.
or my feet. Oh, yeah, they do smell bad. Probably just
Yeah,
like I've been walking in them, just sweating too much.
I'm
So-
currently trying to find a contact for the PGA.
Oh, I thought you lost a contact.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
I also took it that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find someone who works at the PGA.
Got it now. I was
Got
like,
it.
I don't think you
Yep.
necessarily need contacts for the PGA, but I mean, like if that's your thing, go for it.
Won't stop you.
Wait, how did you actually, going back to golf, how did you guys actually do at your birthday golf? You never said how you did. You just said how many drinks you had.
That's how we did.
Well,
I don't understand. I don't understand the rest of the
I
question.
think Rick and I actually stopped keeping track of our score. So let's assume that
Travis got par because it was his birthday.
well,
So-
Yeah, you did.
no, I didn't get par. That's not how it worked. It was, I think I shot, let's say I averaged 6 shots a hole. So that's about 102. But because it was my birthday, I got 20 strokes. So I shot an 82.
There you go.
I
how
like
it
that
works.
we're just all trusting Travis's math.
I want to say I was averaging about 6 shots. That's
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
the fact that you just multiplied.
well,
Like-
6 times 10 is 60
Uh-huh.
plus 46 or whatever, 42, 48.
This is
Whatever
too-
you-
this is
whatever
too
you
much
say,
math in
Travis.
public tonight.
100
Whatever you say.
less than 110
It's Travis math.
minus 20 is somewhere in the 80s, which would be not quite PGA level, but close. No, it was good. We did play birthday ball, which was basically if it looked good, felt good, and sounded good,
It's a good hit.
regardless of where it went, you didn't take an extra stroke if you couldn't find it. If it went into the water just by a little bit, like I didn't want to spend 20 minutes trying to find a ball. I wanted to keep playing.
Nah,
So it was like, yeah, it went into the woods, not by much.
Yep.
It was a really good hit. It just happened to go a little into the woods, and now I can't find it. So
Looked good, sounded good, went up.
went up,
It went up.
went in the general direction of the hole.
Uh,
Nice.
But yeah, it was a good group. Very very relaxed, very just
General direction of a hole.
yeah, me, a hole.
Hmm.
Get it. All right, where were we? We were talking about stuff and things.
We talked about stuff and things
Stuff and things.
and how we felt about said stuff and things.
We were really like letting our emotions out.
We really were.
Just really laying it out all on the
Deeply.
table. I'm glad the listeners heard all of that.
That's right.
Yes.
Uniforms. That's where we were.
What? No, we're not talking about uniforms anymore.
No, we were talking about deep emotional.
Deep emotional connections and problems, and really just
And speaking about
Opening
my
up.
ex-wife.
what?
Um,
Trying to think. let's see what's happening in life. AI is happening a lot. That's a thing. Um, going on spring break. Woo!
Spring break's right around the corner. Gotta get ready.
Do what?
Spring break's right around the corner.
I'm
Gotta get
not
ready.
ready. I'm not ready. I am continuing the constant struggle of I'm hungry.
Mm.
Um, is a real struggle. Um, oh, Monster Jam's coming up.
Oh my God, let's do it.
That's next week, not this weekend, but next weekend. Going to Monster Jam. Get to see Toro Loco and Gravedigger. It's gonna be dope.
Let the record reflect. Dope.
Noted in the minutes
It's
as
as dope.
Um, I do want to golf more. Did I tell you I'm getting more into like a sales role?
No,
Did we talk about this? So,
no.
um, I'm more like transitioning to more of like an account manager, which on by itself in a vacuum, that's not what I want to be doing.
Had you stopped at accountant, I would have been like, "This is the greatest day of my life." But
Yeah, no. Um, account manager. Um, because my math is good. No, I'm looking for a different route to get more experience with say business,
Mhm,
the business side of stuff, and I wasn't getting it in my current role. So I was
mhm.
like, "Hey, can I help out over here?" And they're like, "Yes, please. That would be great." And so I've been doing more stuff with the company in that capacity because I have people skills.
Mm.
I talk to the client because I
Same.
have people skills.
I have people skills.
Um, so I'm hoping if everything goes right, I might be fully an account manager by the end of the year. That would
Oh,
be
that's
great.
cool.
Not having to do um more like day-to-day stuff, which means to bring it back to my point, I can like say, hey, stakeholder number three, when you're in town next, let's go grab a beer or let's go play golf. Yada 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 yada, 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 and I can like
Hmm.
actually go like
I
on a
hope when I
Friday.
hope when you send the invitation though, you do it just like that.
One of my stakeholders, I could get away with it.
No, all of them, not one of them. I don't want
I'm just saying, at least one of them, if I said that, they'd be like, yeah, you don't even have to ask. Got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm in.
Mhm. And I'm in.
I'm in. Um,
And they're like swimwear.
swimwear.
It rhymes.
Oh, something else happened. What else happened? Something. Let me look at my notes because I don't know what happened.
You know, the thing with the place and the stuff. We'll never forget it.
I do. Here's something I want to get your opinion on. Uh,
Always
so
happy to give my opinion.
that's what you're here for. So one of the things that we have, this podcast has
Hmm.
seen, I think we have increased the number of
Hmm.
day drinking episodes. We're not solely doing them by any point, but like I feel like we do them more often than we used to.
We do like to drink in the day.
We do.
I will
And
say that.
that's mostly because one of the other hosts can't make it.
Baby back
Bitch.
bitch.
Drew. Oh, Danny, get Uncrustables for dinner. Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ugh. So Rouse is Kroger. That's what I'm taking away from this.
It is Kroger. Yes.
Rouse is a Kroger.
Yes. And they have great sushi. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're talking
exactly.
about.
That's what I'm saying. My vote doesn't change.
I want to try to create
Your mom.
a
Sorry.
Banter AI
Okay.
as our like on days where I can't make it at the last second.
Yeah.
We just have the AI fill in. We give it the prompt, and you and I, or me and Drew, or me and Ben, we don't look at what the output is. We can do it live during the show, but we can see what its answer would be like. That's stupid. How
But
dare you?
do you send back to it our responses to see
Yes.
what it would count? Okay.
Yes.
Who's typing that?
I'll type it. I'll have, and so we can have prompts ready to go. We can have
No, I
pause.
meant our response ones is what I'm.
That's what I'm saying. We can have those prompts. We can have the response prompt. All we need is a hey, that's stupid. Defend yourself. That's not quite a look at what I'm
Okay,
looking for.
I see what
Can
you're
you
saying.
elaborate?
All
Or
right,
actually, that's a good point.
all
Keep
right.
going. I
So
like.
it's not caged responses. I'm all right. I got you. I
Yeah,
got
more like choose your own adventure
no, I
AI
got you now. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
because we have the tools and it's free. So it's like, why not try to do that and make it be
Why
a,
not?
a host for a night or two or seven,
Pull it
and I
up.
can
Whip it
replace all
out.
of you. What?
Whip it out. Let's see what.
You want to do it now? We can just fuck it, do it live.
Let's raw dog it, man.
Let's do
Let's
it.
just
Okay.
get in there and
Okay. Fine. Fine. Let's do it. Do you want to do
yeah.
Claude or ChatGPT?
I'll let you pick. I don't know who Claude is. Sounds great. I will
We
say they just blocked Chat GPT at my work today, so
That's
I'm
stupid.
sure I'll get a call about that or
Yeah.
a briefing about that at some point. But
We'll do this one. We'll share this one. Okay. 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 Nope.
Frank setup script.
Yep. I was thinking of pranking ideas. So, I will say, gotta delete all this part. Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Delete your porn.
It's just, shush. No, I was trying to think of a way to prank you guys last night. Um, and I was going to mention that I was going to fly out to LA to do some work out there. But Rebecca's sister is out there, and this part's true. She's friends with one of the new actresses on Scrubs.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, she said, and she knows I love Scrubs. And then when I go out to LA next, there's a chance I might get to meet Zach Braff. And then I was going to turn that into I would cheat off of Zach Braff on a test. That was going to be my segue. I was actually preparing a prank and a segue because yesterday when we would have recorded would have been April Fools.
It would have.
Would have been April Fools. But alas, it is April 2nd at the time of this recording. Anyway, okay, so you are a host of the Banter podcast. That's not how you spell podcast. Podcast. Um, give an answer to the following question with two sentences of explanation. Let's find a topic that we didn't pick, that we weren't going to do. Hold on, please. We're doing this live, so shit's happening. I can cut all this out.
Shit is happening.
Let's see. No one really likes best song for a villain. What is the best song for a villain? And then um your answer, we gotta give it some sort of a personality, um, should make sense, but should be slightly outside the box and unexpected to elicit a reaction from the other hosts. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, that's good. Let's see what we got.
Okay, well, send it. Mr. Brightside by the Killers, because nothing is more unsettling than a villain committing absolute chaos while loudly singing a jealous breakup anthem like they're the hero of the story. It flips the narrative in a way that feels too real. And then so a canned response would be like, this is one of the worst answers you could have come up with if you I would say this is maybe where I type it in, like, and say something. If you would have leaned into the um, flipping the narrative harder, it may
So
have
hard.
worked better. Um, come up with a better answer, you dumbass. I typed dumbass. Party in the USA. Better, still not good. Still not good. Still bad. Do better. Um, not Yeah, do better. Rick, what would you say if you were giving an answer? Just
Just gotta raw dog it for
raw
me.
dog it. Best
Just,
song
just,
for a villain.
just gotta raw dog it. You want me, like I'm picking a song? That's
Yeah,
what
just pick
you're
a
saying.
song. It doesn't have to be
No, I
like
just didn't
your
know if I
answer.
was
Yeah.
I was coming up with a retort to the answer or
No,
my own answer.
what would be your own answer?
Um, fancy,
Fancy.
fancy
I'm
was the
so
name.
fancy. You ready? That one?
Sure,
What?
I was going with Reba's fancy, but that song also works. Either way, it's fine.
Which one is Reba's fancy?
I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's and fancy was my name. Here's
Hmm.
one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's one
Um,
chance, fancy, don't let me
one
down.
host said Fancy by Reba. The the other said, I'm just scrolling through, we'll say Kill Shot by Eminem.
Nice.
Eminem. Wow me. Let It Go by from Frozen. Better,
Better.
better, because the scariest villain is the one who genuinely believes that they're finally free and justified. So turning a power ballad about self-acceptance into their No More Rules origin movement hits harder than any revenge anthem. Better, all caps. Good job, AI. Um, Now one more for good measure. Oh, I'm giving feedback. I don't want.
Oh boy, I hate it when it's like, which ones do you prefer?
It says either closing time or don't stop me now. Based on the personality I give it, I think closing time is probably
I
better.
agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, because the villain uses a long last call sing along as their signal that everyone has to go permanently. All right. Now vote between closing time, fancy, and kill shot using the personality we gave you. Bam. Fuck you.
Well, of course, it's picking the one
Of course
that
you pick
came up with.
classic.
Classic.
He's got the job. He's got the job. He's picking
Good job.
Kill Shot.
Welcome to Bar Banter.
Kill Shot is the obvious flex, and Fancy is a killer character pick. But closing time feels like a villain hiding in plain sight, weaponizing something everyone knows and loves, which is way creepier and way more memorable. I like I don't necessarily like the songs, but I like the justification for
I
it.
do. I do like the justification.
My it took my suggestions of his personality, its personality, and stayed true to it. Didn't do a lot of hallucinating. So that was our
And as you know, ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.
shit. I gotta tell my job that it can make mistakes. But yeah, I think if we had some canned responses, that
Yeah.
could work. Yeah,
I mean, I'm down to try it.
yeah. We'll give it I think we maybe next
I'll try anything one night.
next day drinking, we come up with personalities of all four and a half of us.
Ooh.
And then whichever one isn't here, say Drew's not here. Hey, take Drew's personality. There's the pre-prompt, and then
I like that.
they act as
I like
Drew.
that. I would be curious to see how that goes.
Yeah, and see how close it is to that person's what they would have picked.
I like that.
And I know obviously it's not going to be perfect every time because sometimes we want to go in left field because that's what we do. But
I'm here for it.
I thought it was what I was going to say.
Ah!
Anything else?
Your mom. I don't know.
Don't say that about Debbie.
There's a Zoom AI companion that just popped up.
Probably.
No, I don't think I have anything else tonight.
Okay. Well, this has been
An episode. This happened.
Of the day drinking spinoff of the Bar Banter podcast. You can find us on all the socials at _Bar Banter. New episodes every Wednesday, because today's Thursday. I was going to say Thursday, but it's Wednesday. Like and subscribe. There's a link in the description where you can support the podcast directly, and we can use those funds to have for all of us to go to Brittany's birthday party. We can all afford the super expensive flights to go out to LA. We're sponsored. Angry Toothpick Jerky. Go to Etsy, type in Angry Toothpick Jerky, put in Banter for 10% off your entire order. And just remember, this is our podcast, and you're just along for the ride. Keep. Bye.
Are OTP HJ still a thing?